everybody, it's Murphy Gray Hunter, and we are back for Vlogoween 23. Woo, guys, we are moving along. Today is Wednesday, October 23rd. It's about 6:45 in the evening, and I was struggling today on what to do for a video. I got up early and I've been running errands, and I went to go to Sam's to go get my fruit and veggies. I took y'all with me. We shopped in the store, and then y'all drove back with me, and we went to go pick up lunch at Panera for Jade. What's the name of that restaurant? Smoky Mo's for Derek for barbecue. And then we came home, and then I took everything out of the car. I started my husband's laundry. They ate. I put things away, and then we had homeschool, and then the trash cans fell over outside. I had to run and pick those up, and I just been like going, and I'm just like so exhausted. I'm just like, I was gonna put all that together and just show you what my day is like, and I'm like, that's kind of boring. So I wasn't sure what to do a video on today, because I honestly do not have the energy for anything. I have been feeling under the weather. You guys know my celiac has been bothering me really bad, and today it's just, I'm feeling really, really tired. So I was going to show y'all all of my books. Somebody's been asking me to show all of my witchy books that I have all up here. Up here is where I have all my herb books, so I just took them down so I could show y'all. Anyway, and I was like, no, I don't feel like getting up on a chair. And then I was going to show y'all my library books. See right here, that pile right there? Well, I went to the used bookstore that we have in our library, and I bought those about a month ago, and I haven't showed them to y'all. But I'm going to wait until Saturday, because Saturday I'm going back to the library, and I'm going to buy some more, and then I'll just do one whole thing. So anyway, long story short, what am I showing y'all today? I'm showing y'all my herb books. But before we get started with that, let me show you the cup of the day. This is my cup of the day. It says Resting Witch Face on the front and on the back. It's all full of fingerprints because I have been drinking it already. It had my coffee in there. I got this at Walmart last year for $4.98. It's a big cup too. It's big. Anyway, okay, so I'm going to show you my herb books. I have 3 home remedy books that I want to show you, and then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 books that I'm just going to show you really quick. I'll try not to make it super long. I say that, but we know that ain't gonna happen. But anyway, I just want to give a little advice. I wish I would have known this when I was looking for books, but when you go to buy a herbal book, a book on herbs, whoopsie, y'all went on a ride. Did y'all see that? Y'all did a whole flip, not just down, you did a whole flip. But when you go to buy books on herbs or any type of plants, herbs, roots, minerals, spices, flowers, or crystals, you want to buy a book that has photographs in it, because it's hard if you're trying to go harvest something and you don't know what rosemary looks like and you try to go harvest it. I mean, an illustration, like a drawing, is not going to do it. Just like a drawing of a rose quartz is not going to do it. It's nice to physically see what they look like through a photograph, right? Hold on, let me fix y'all so y'all don't flip again. Okay, there we go. I don't have my little stand. It's somewhere in my witchy room. My witchy room's a hot mess. It's a hot mess. Okay. So anyway, I wish I would have known that when I was buying herb books. I was just buying them because it said like herbs on there. And then when I was starting to harvest my own and go hiking and try to find stuff myself, it was really hard to go by, just photos. And sometimes you're in a place where maybe you don't get signal on a phone. So it's good to have a book that you can visually see photos in. Same with crystals. So anyway, let's get started. And I'm sorry guys, this video may not be so fun, but I am not feeling well. You guys know I have celiac. And one of the things I with an autoimmune disorder, you get really lethargic, you get really tired. People who have chronic fatigue syndrome, you guys know very well what I'm talking about. You just, you want to do things, but you just physically can't. You feel like you're going to fall out. And I'm just really, really tired. So when I finish doing this, I'm going to take me a hot bath and I'm going to lay down until my husband comes home. Thank goodness I bought enough barbecue for him to eat for dinner. Wait, what about Jade? Jade's easy. I can make her anything. Okay, throw a crumb to her, she's fine. All right, so let's go with this first book here. This I bought Barnes & Noble a couple of years ago. This one's called Healing Secrets of Native Americans. I love being Native. Of course, you know how much I love anything on Native. I have so many books on natives and Native American stories and stuff. Maybe one day I'll show y'all. I'll do a video showing y'all books. I mean, I could have more, but in my eyes, I feel like I have a lot. Anyway, so I have this great little book. This is such a good book. I love this book. This is Healing Secrets of Native Americans, Herb Remedies, Practices that Restore the Body, Mind, and Spirit. By Porter Shimmer. This has, I don't know how many chapters, four chapters. Chapter 1 is the Healing Spirit. Chapter 2, the Native American Spa. Chapter 3, the Native American Pharmacy. And Chapter 4 is Making It Work for You. And then they have like 3 appendix. So Native American Sacred Spaces, Herbal Shopping Guide, and Internet Resources. This book is so interesting because this one is not going to give you illustrations. Like I said, it doesn't have photos. But for example, if you have a fever, it gives you information on the fever, and then it gives you remedies on how to take care of that. And then it goes to the next thing: gum disease, headaches, hemorrhoids. Oh Lord, somebody gonna be sitting down. Okay, and then they have like things on herbs. Like here's willow. It gives information on willow, and then more information here. And then in the back here, it has, on the next page, it has where is it found, the methods of use. Those are great information right there. Oh, and also physical characteristics. So it has a bunch of information, a lot of different herbs, and just a breakdown of it. But of course with this, if you don't know what willow looks like, then you have to look it up. But anyway, so this is a good little book. I absolutely love this book. The next one I have is Medicinal Plants of the American Southwest by Charles W. Kane. I bought this book at the Herbal Bar in Austin. I love the Herbal Bar. Anyway, I have been seeing this book, and of course I wanted it, but you know, I was like, I go in there and I want all everything else. I'm like, the book is the last thing on my mind. This one has, in alphabetical order, a bunch of different herbs from A through Y. And so it goes through and it gives you information on different things. Like for example, it has the plant name, the description and distribution, the chemistry and the medicinal uses, the indications, collections, drying plants, preparation, dosages, cautions, and a note of formulas. So then it gives you information on all of those, like, you know, on how to prepare them. Then it gives you stuff like here, how to make a bath, a capsule, a cough syrup, eye wash, ointments, oils, herbal oils, essential oils. It gives you all these different methods on how to do stuff. Here, this one is Bird of Paradise. And it tells you what it is, a description of what it is, a distribution, chemistry, medicinal usages, indications, collection, prescription and dosages. And then it goes on to, and then cautions, the cautions. So that's what this whole book is on. And it does have some illustrations. See, you want to find a book that has actual photographs in it versus drawings. This helps me. Maybe, like I said, maybe it's a photographer in me, but I love photos. Anyway, it helps you to better recognize stuff that you're doing. Like here's one on tobacco. It gives you tobacco, gives you the folk name of it, and then it gives you a description of what it is, how it's distributed, the chemistry, the medicinal usages, and everything else that I've told you. So, and then in the back, it has certain things, like it has a bunch of different names of herbs, and then what you can use it for. Like if it's inflammation of the kidneys. No, I take that back. I'm sorry. I'm a little spicy. It's the glossary. Okay. So if you don't know what an abscess is, it tells you what an abscess is. If you don't know what pinworms are, it'll tell you. So it just breaks down stuff. This is all of medicinal purposes of plants. This is if you're into medicinal usages of plants and information, this is a really good book. I really do enjoy that book. This next one is called Spirit Herbs, Simple Recipes for the Hibachi, Herbal, Magic, and Sacred Spaces by Amy Martin, Moon Lady. I bought this book at the Native American powwow last year. I think it was last year. This has 4 or 6 chapters. Chapter 1, Ritual Use of Herbs. Chapter 2, Herbal 101, Buying, Preparing, and Storing. Chapter 3, Hibachi 101, The Art of Fire. Chapter 4, Burning Herbs, Hibachi, Herbal Magic. Chapter 5, Strewing Herbs, Sacred Spaces. And so that's what this just gives you tons of information. And like I said, there are some illustrations in here, mostly like stuff like this. And it's just a lot of information. This is really good, but you won't learn your herbs from this. This is already like if you know what your herbs are and then how you could use them. All right. The next one I bought this one also at the powwow. This one is called Plants of Power, Native American Ceremony and the Use of Sacred Plants. I'm just going to tell you what the table of contents is. Part 1 is the use of sacred plants in ceremony. The ancestors help us to practice. Wait, is that all in? Oh, that's all in part 1. There's so much. There's 2 parts. I don't want to read every single thing, so I'm just going to show you. I told you guys, I'm so extremely tired. And my stomach ain't right, I'm telling you. All right. I've read this book, and again, for me, this I really enjoy being Native. Of course, this means everything to me, and learning more about using plants, like the power of plants, and of course for rituals, and using them like for the 4 directions, and like intertwining my Native roots and into my witchcraft is something that I love to do. And books like this really do help me. But, for example, look at this. Cedar. If you didn't know what cedar looked like and you're going by this, what is that? Yeah, so that's what I say. Photos. All right. The next book. This one is Papa Jim's Herbal Magic Workbook. How to use herbs for magical purposes, an A through Z guide. I bought this for $9.97 at Papa Jim's Botanica in San Antonio. He does have a website. I have 3 books from him, actually. The other 2 are spell books. 1 candle book and 1 spell book. Amazing books, I'm telling you. So go to his website, Papa Jim's Botanica. And this book just goes in ABC order. It tells you what the herb is, and it gives you a little example on how to use it. That's it. And these are the illustrations. So you have to know your herbs. Because if you don't know what dandelion looks like, you are out of luck. So, but this tells you how to use it in a spell. So like hibiscus, it can be used with love incense or carried for love drawing, carry in a red bag with the picture of the person you want. High John the Conqueror root. And then it gives you all these ways and how to use it. So, but this is very informative. Okay. I think a lot of us have this book by Scott Cunningham. Cunningham's Encyclopedia of Magical Herbs. This is probably one of the first books that I got way back in the day from Half Price Books. This is amazing book. Scott Cunningham has amazing books. The only problem that I have with this book is that the book has illustrations, drawings, and again, if you don't know what the particular herb looks like. But what I do like about this book is that it breaks it down, like dragon's blood. It gives you the folk names, it gives you the gender, the planet, the element, the powers, and how to use it. And I mean, that's pretty straightforward. So if you get this book, just look up what they look like. Get on Pinterest or get on the website and see what they look. Get on the website. Get on the internet and see what they look like. But this is a great book. So if you don't have this book, I really suggest getting this book. It's a great book. Next is the Bible for me. This is the Herbal Bible for me. This is my favorite book out of mostly all the books that I have. This is of all my magic witchy books. This is one of my most favorite to-go books. This is the Hoodoo Herb and Root Magic by Catherine Ironwood. The Bible. This book here is so wonderful. I have told y'all this in multiple videos. You can go to Lucky Mojos and get it. LuckyMojos.com. You can find this on Amazon, I think for like $15. You will not be sorry that you got this book. If you like Hoodoo, which I do, this book goes in alphabetical order. This book gives you information on conditions, spirituality, divinations, cleansing, good luck, protection, love, sex, and family matter, business, gambling, and money matters, jinx, life things, hot foot, and jinx breaking, health, power, success, legal matters, and miscellaneous. I love this book. I love it, love it, love it. Let's find somewhere so I can show you. Okay, let's just go with this. So it's alphabetical order. So you see here, cinquefoil. Okay, cinquefoil. And then you have the folk name. It's also five-finger grass. So since there's nothing here under cinquefoil, you're going to go to five-finger grass. So you go with five-finger grass and it tells you information. So let's go with someone else because I don't feel like looking it up. Here we got cloves. So it gives you the folk names for cloves. And then it says cloves appear in spells for money, drawing prosperity, room renting, and friendships. Then it gives you 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 ways to use it in a spell. This is an amazing book. If you're trying to learn your herbs, this is a good book. In the very back, it has like these, it breaks it down. Like if you're trying to do something for spiritual, divination, cleansing, or lucky root herbs or minerals, then here's a page full of all those. So it has in dark bold letters, like to cast off your own bad habits, you can use, and then it gives you a list of herbs that you could use. So the dark bold letters, words are what it is, and then the herbs you can use underneath it. It has one for protective roots and herbs and minerals. So if you're trying to keep away unwanted visitors, then it gives you can use black pepper, broom, butterfly bush, salt, or you can use aloes wood. Then it has love drawing for love. It has for money, jinx, and then legal matters. So anyway, this is a really good book, guys. I love this book. I've told y'all this a million times, but you will not, if you like hoodoo, if you like the stuff that I do, a lot of the stuff that I do is hoodoo. Hoodoo is just folk. It's like folk magic. You know, it's kind of like the, it doesn't matter what culture it is. If it's backwoods, if it's gypsy, if it's hoodoo, if it's whatever it is that you're using, roots and minerals and flowers and spices and animal parts. I'm telling you, Such a good book. All right. This one I bought at, I don't know, somewhere. Oh, here we go. This says Borders, but we don't even have a Borders. So I have no clue where I bought this. This I don't even use. This is a herbal drugstore. Number one, I don't know. This is like a home remedy book, and I don't know why I don't use this, but maybe I should look into it. I mean, that's all it has. It just has information on how to make home remedies. It's not that it's a bad book. Here's the thing. I know what it is, and I know it's gonna be dumb. I don't like these types of books. These little fat paperback books. I don't like them. Now I see a lot of people buying these books and they read these little types of books. I never in my life have I been a fan of these type of soft cover books. Now I'll buy a soft cover book like this, but not these. I don't know what it is. If somebody said, I have 100 books. I have 100 witchcraft books for you, but they're all like this. I'd be like, I don't want them. I don't know why. That's a lie. I take them. All right, next book. Herbs and Magic and, hold on a second. I thought somebody was about to call me. Okay, Herbs and Magic and Alchemy. Techniques from Ancient Herbal Lore. And I think I got this from, where did I get this book from? It says half price books. $5.48. Oh, look at this. From the library of, look at that cool little label. I want a label like that so I can put my name on it. Obviously I haven't even looked at it. This one, it's just alphabetical order of an herb, what it is, what it does. That's it. That's it. Okay, next book. This one, A Pocket Guide to Herbs. I got this from Barnes & Noble. You know how they have the books there on clearance all the time? Now, I bought this book because it had a lot of photographs. Now, this is really good, but this doesn't tell you, like, magically how to use the herbs. So, but it's still good because I do love to learn about plants. And so this, like, let's find one. Wild Strawberry. And it gives you all this information about wild strawberry. But that's it. It's just a photo and then just a little bit of information. And that's all this book is. It just shows you a picture and then tells you what it is in a small little paragraph. Like, look at this one. This one's zinc foil. I've been coming across that like crazy. But this tells you what it looks like. Because, you know, what the dried zinc foil that I have don't look like that. But, I mean, of course, it's been dried. It's the dried flower. But it's nice to know where your herbs come from, what they look like, where they're grown, when they're harvested, you know. So, this gives you here a small paragraph of what it is. And then it gives you other names that it's known by. Oh, this is really good. I did not know that zinc foil was also bloodroot. That, I did not know. How long have we had this book? I know. I was looking for bloodroot and I'm like, I don't have it. And I don't know why I didn't think to look to see what the substitute was. I don't even know. The plant family, the height, the habitat, and the usage. So this was a really good book. Rosemary. Now, I thought when they did this one for rosemary, I thought that they should have did a picture of multiple rosemary bushes, because you do have different types of rosemary that grows completely different. Yes, some that don't even have any flowers in them, some that grow kind of crazy, and then you have that beautiful rosemary plant that grows straight up. Oh, I love that one because I can make smudge sticks out of that because it just I love that. Okay, the next book I have is African American Slave Medicine. Herbal and non-herbal treatments. I bought this off of Amazon. It is so interesting. You know, you guys know how much I love Hoodoo, and this this is very similar to a lot of the things as far as like the medicinal parts. All this is medicinal. I do not like taking medicine. I do like to do everything with it. Like, I like to use everything natural, make my own medicine. If I can, for the most part, you know. But anyway, that's this book is so interesting because like here it has like blue mass or / moss pills, and then it gives you the information on it and a little bit of history. So this book is just really interesting. In the back here it has like catnip, so it has like the herb, the plant, the medical use, and then the source. But throughout the book, it's just filled with so much information. Like it has slave midwives. So it talks a little bit about slave midwives, and then it has a person's name of an actual slave midwife, and then information on that person, and then what they use for remedies. Anyway, that's interesting. All right, this next book is called The Herbal Apothecary. I always have problems saying the word apothecary. 100 medicinal herbs and how to use them. This was a gift from one of my coven sisters. Such a beautiful, beautiful book. Look at that. Look at that. So pretty. Now this book here, I love it because it has so many beautiful photographs in here. Let me get to... Here we go. Table of contents. The table of contents here has from herbal traditions to modern practice, an introduction, basic human anatomy, plants from traditional ways, a dictionary of medicinal herbs, an herbalist laboratory, herbal treatment plans, and that's it. So this book, again, has lots of great information, like Bless Thistle. So it gives you information on thistle and what it looks like. That's what I really like, because you have photographs. So medicinal usage, and it tells you exactly how to use this. Oh, and then here we have bloodroot. Now that I know that that's cinquefoil. So it tells you bloodroot, gives you a picture of it, the origins of it. It also gives you medicinal purposes. So this one is all for medicinal purposes, not for magical, just medicinal, which is amazing. I love this book. Very good. Okay. Now this one, I think I've showed y'all this one before. The herbary, the illustration of the herbary. Bling, bling, bling. I showed y'all this book. This one is the one that has the cards in the back. If y'all see my video, I showed y'all this one. If y'all haven't seen this video and you want to see, go to that video and you'll see what the whole book looks like. But anyway, this book is just one of those books that you want to have because it's a pretty book. It really doesn't give you a lot of information. But it's pretty. It's a super pretty book. I love the artwork in it. Every page has beautiful, beautiful artwork. Look at that. Oh, so gorgeous. It's just one of those books to have. So it says here, Be Yourself, Daisy. And it tells you about the daisy plant. And, you know, the family it comes from. And then it says here, ritual, to be kind to yourself. So it has a little ritual you can use with that. But that's about it. Red clover. And then it just says how to ground energy and flow. So it gives you the name of it and a beautiful picture. And just how to use it, like one way or two. There's no, I hate to say that there's no educational, there's nothing you can get from this educational wise. Like using this book, you're not going to learn what the herb looks like or how you can use it medicinal wise or magical wise or even culinary. You will learn something, but it won't be anything it won't be enough. How am I trying to say it without putting the book down? Because it's a beautiful book. Beautiful. I mean, just to have it to be part of your, help me, part of your library. I know, you're like, Murphy, just stop. And then you get 36 oracle cards. So if you want to see this book, go find my video. You can see that. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just not myself today. This one here I got from Barnes & Noble. Again, this one was one that was on sale. I love when they have those books in the front and they're always on sale. Oh, I love that place. National Geographic Guide to Medicinal Herbs, the world's most effective healing plants. It's a soft cover. And this one is all on how medicinal purposes. So grapes and grape seed. So you get a picture of the grape. Look how beautiful that is. Information on the grape. And then it gives you some historical, the line of use and the spread of grapes. Each one has that. And then how it grows and how to harvest it, therapeutic usages, how to use, and precautions. So then it goes on to the next one, hawthorn. See down here, there's a historical part of it. So you can see how old this plant has, been around. Hibiscus. And this is just all for knowledge and how to grow it, how to use it, how to grow it, harvest it, and how to use it. And then, of course, the precautions. Slippery elm, turmeric. Like, this is great because I'm telling you, to be a well-rounded, well-seasoned witch, you have to have full knowledge of your herbs, roots, minerals, spices, flowers, but especially your herbs. I mean, you want to know, you want to be knowledgeable about herbs. There's so many, and I don't think that any of us would ever know everything. But even if you just pick say rosemary, and you only learn like 5 to 10 things about rosemary, like basic stuff, it just helps you. It helps you to become, more educated on herbs and how to use them. You get the best out of all of them. Like the most use of your herbs and spices and stuff. So then it has urinary and male health. So it gives you things on how to use for men. Like here, like my juniper berries, the juniper tree. We have a lot of those here in Texas, and I do pick from those. And it tells you here how to use it. You can extract the oil, how to make capsules out of it. This is really good if you're into all that. For me, I just like to be educated on. It also has a section here for women, so not just for men. But this is just really good just to have information. And on the back here, it has an index. It has a glossary, and then it has an index. But the index, these are like drawings. Anyway, okay. Next book. I got this one also from Barnes & Noble. An A to Z guide, herbs, gardening, cooking, and health. I got this also on that for sale. The clearance books. Guys, I can't stop now because it's already dark outside and I got to get this video up. Table of contents. It's A through Y. It always starts with aloe vera and ends with yarrow. But it's just an A to Y. And again, this is one of those books that has a lot of beautiful photos in here. But what I like about this book, that this book is so much different than the other books, is like this one. Okay, I'm going to show you in a second. But this has dandelion. So it gives you a lot of beautiful pictures of dandelion. It tells you what a dandelion is. It gives you the Latin name for it, the folk name for it, the information on gardening, how to grow it, how to harvest it, how to store it, how to cook with it, and then how to use it for cleansing cures, dandelion root infusion, a detoxing tea that you can make, a dandelion leaf tea. I mean, so that is amazing. So you can use dandelions and you can pick them and use them, because I eat the dandelions. They're so good. I eat these. They're kind of bitter, but when you mix them with your salad, they're so good. I've made tinctures with them. I've made tea with them. I mean, let's get some great herb books, guys, so we can be ready for spring. Anyway, so that's what this whole book is about. Like eye bright. I have eye bright, and I never knew that it grew like this. I never knew that there were so many use, like you can use eye bright in so many different ways. So anyway, this is a very good book. Okay, here's another book. This one's an older one. This one's by Reader's Digest. I think I bought this at Half Price Books like decades ago. Magic and Medicine of Plants. These are one of my old school books. When I found this, I'm like, ooh, I'm lucked out. Now, this has illustrating pictures, like drawings. They're okay. These are actually okay. So it gives you like an actual photo and then a drawing and then what it is and the folk name and then information. That's what it is, A through Z. And then down here on the bottom, it tells you like where it's grown, how to identify it, and the use of it. You know, like what way you can use it. But that's all this picture consists of. When I first started, I had no clue. But now that I've been doing herbs for so long, and I can, you know, I'm really good at visually finding them when especially when I'm out walking or whatever. It's great because I look through this now and be like, oh yeah, you know. So, OG book. All right, this book was given to me by my sister. She found this at, who knows where she was at when she found this. This is a herb book from the medieval household for cooking, healing, and diverse uses by Margaret B. Freeman. And so, this book here, I know there was something special about this book. Think. She told me this. And I'm like, I don't know. I can't remember what she told me. And my brain hurts right now, so I can't even try to squeeze that information out. Oh. Okay, so let me just show you. Look how this book has like drawings in it. And it gives you the historical information on these, or on medieval herbs and roots and stuff. Look at the picture, like herbs for cooking. Isn't that awesome? I try not to look at this book too much because I don't want to like ruin it or anything. But I mean, I have looked through it, but I'm saying that for this one, I mean, you learn how to use it in cooking and like here, wormwood, and it tells you this is like back in medieval times. So again, this is just like the other one that I have on the African American slave book that I have. And also like the Native American one, it gives you their interpretation of how they used it. Herbs for poisoning pests. Poisoning pests, and she's got, maybe he got some bugs in his head or something. Look at that. She's like, well, we're gonna kill them head lice. Is that what that's for? Cleaning the scalp. Let's see what he got grown in there. Doesn't say. Sweet smelling herbs. Lavender, rosemary, violet. And then it has an index of herbs botanical names. Anyway, that's really nice. She gave me this book because she knows I like to collect old books. This one I got from Half Price Books. Half Price Books for $1. The Complete Illustrated Holistic Herbal, a safe and practical guide to making and using herbal remedies. For $1. This book is good too. This book, again, is like several of the other books that I have. It gives you the name of what it is. It shows you a picture, and then it gives you preparation and dosage, how to collect it, and what it does, and if you want to combine it with something else. It's all medicinal, holistic ways of using different herbs. Ooh, what was I reading? I was reading on sassafras. Or blood. Again, look. Bloodroot. How many times have I seen bloodroot and chick foil? Thinking of Chick-fil-A. Zinc foil. Something wrong. Here's another one. Illustrated Book of Herbs. So their medicinal and culinary usage. Over 250 species. I don't know where I got this or when. But, again, this is just like one of the other ones. This one has really beautiful pictures of like drawings of the plant. This gives you all of the medicinal and culinary information. And, you know, if you can use it for medicine, if you can eat it or make it into a tea. And that's all. They don't give you any recipes, but it just gives you full in alphabetical order information. And then it has glossary of botanical terms. So in case you don't know what something means, you can look back here and... Okay, now we have the last 3 books, which are more on healing remedies. I have my own book of shadows it's my big book of home remedies book. And I can show that to y'all one day. I think if y'all seen my video on my books of shadows, y'all seen it. It's a big leather book. In fact, it's right here, look. Where are we? It's right there. That book right there. That big brown one standing up. That one is my medicinal, my doctor book. So I have a bunch of home remedies and stuff in there. So like, for example, if you have menstrual cramps, then it has everything about what you can use as far as medicines. Like you can make medicines, tinctures, teas, things like that. If you have a sore throat, all the home remedies for sore throats and spider bites and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, so this book here I got at half price books. I mean, not half price. Barnes & Noble in that clearance aisle. So this one is Illustrated Encyclopedia of Home Healing Remedies. This is over 1,000 natural remedies for prevention, treatment, and cure of common ailments and conditions. This is such a good book. This book here it has so much information. So it gives you like it gives you different, like rosemary leaves. So it gives you a little information on rosemary, and then notes and dosages, the cautions, and how to make rosemary vinegar, and then the properties and different usage. So it does that with every herb, and everything is all colored photographs. That's what all this is about. This is just so good. If you're, like I said, if you're into herbs because you want to learn how to use them medicinal wise and culinary, that's great. You know, like you'll look at a cookbook and it shows you how, you know, use rosemary on this or on your chicken or whatever, right? But you can go a little further than that and say, okay, well, you can eat rosemary, you can drink it, you know, you can make infused waters, you can do all kinds of things with it, or you can make herbal baths that you can take a bath in, you know, for protection, or you're trying to cleanse yourself, you know, so you can also use it to make medicine, you can use it to eat, and you can use it in a spell. So that's why I'm saying, like, you get all these books and they're all for different things. I'm just not about just using it as medicine, but I want to know how to use it magical as well as, you know, and as eating it. So this book is so good. And I can't remember what I paid for this book, but it wasn't very much, I can tell you that. See, it's just full of information. Okay. The last two are kind of old. I bought these, I think, at Half Price Books. This one is a Country Doctor's Book of Folk Remedies and Healing Wisdom. I love, you know, folk magic and home remedies. And so, like this one has bladder and kidney infections. So it gives you information like what is a bladder and kidney infection. So then you read about it, and then it gives you remedies. And then it tells you here how to make the home remedies. Like if you want remedies are like bearberry tea, sting and needles tea, and then it gives you directions how to make it. If you have kidney stones, what a kidney stone is, how you can use, you can make something for it. Corn silk, goldenrod, Joe Pye weed, yeah, and then or watermelon. It gives you all this different remedies. So that's all that this book consists of, like different conditions and home remedies. And that's kind of like my big book there. And here's another one. This one is Home Remedies Handbook, Over 1,000 Ways to Heal Yourself. This one I got for $1 at Half Price Books. They're thick books too. And this consists of the same thing. This has like if you have bronchitis, information on it, and then what you can do. Go to the hospital is what it says. No. Bronchitis and smokers. Whoopsie. It gives you just it gives you also like complications and things to beware of, bruises. It's just A through Z. It gives you a whole list of different remedies. Anyway, I just wanted to show you all that. But anyway, those are all of my herb books. I'm sure I got a few more floating around here, but that's all I could come up with right away. I have so many of them because herbs is something that I tell you guys, if you know your herbs and your roots and your minerals and your spices and your flowers, you will be able to come up with any type of spell or magical herb, magical oils. You can make tinctures, you can make incense. Did I say oils already? You can do all kinds of stuff. You can heal yourself, you can feed yourself, you can do magical stuff with them. It's just knowing your stuff. I feel that is the key to success when it comes to witchcraft and getting great magical books. I'm telling you, there's so many out there. So these are just some that I have, but these are not. I mean, there are so many more. For me, like I said, this one is amazing book. But there's so many good books out there. So anyway, I hope this helped. I hope y'all like my collection. And now that I'm done, I'm going to go feed Jade. And I'm going to take me a bath. And I'm going to lay down until it's time for my husband to come home. Which will be, well, I saw like about 3 hours. All right. Okay, guys. So thanks for watching. And I will see y'all tomorrow. As always, love you all. And blessed be.